Hey basketball fans, I'm Danny Kleppinger and I'd like to welcome you to Inside the Paint. Coming up on this week's episode, you'll meet with the monster in the paint for the men's team, Jarnell Stokes, hear more about Sierra Burdick's dream team, find out what's got the nation buzzing about fouls, and meet the 2014 recruiting classes for Tennessee basketball. Before we get into that, let's talk about the success our basketball programs found in the last week. The Lady Vols played their fourth game in 10 days and recorded their fourth win. Ariel Massengale averaged 15 points in the first three contests, landing her with an SEC Player of the Week honor. Sophomore Bashara Graves raised some eyebrows in last Sunday's game against Georgia Tech. The 2013 SEC Freshman of the Year had her best game of her career, pulling down 18 boards to complement her 23 points. The Lady Vols will return to action on Sunday, November 24th, as Oakland comes to Knoxville for the first time ever. Brian Rice and myself will bring you all the action from TBA for free on utsports.com, or listen in to Mickey Dearstone on the Lady Vol Network. The Vols improved to 2-1, snagging 2 home victories this past week. First up was USC Upstate. The Vols post-tandem of Jarnell Stokes and Jerron Mayman combined for an impressive 32 points and 29 rebounds to help Tennessee hold off the Spartans for a 74-65 victory. And on Monday, the Vols hosted the Citadel. Jordan McRae and Antonio Barton have been consistent scorers for the Tennessee offense, and they proved it again on Monday night. McRae walked away from the victory with 20 points, and Barton made his mark with 13, shooting 70% from the floor. The Vols will take the court again on Friday night to host Tennessee State at 7 p.m. You can find this game on Fox Sports Net. Junior Jarnell Stokes earned a gold medal with USA Basketball this last summer, and he brought that winner's mentality back with him to Knoxville. Inside the Paint's Julia Cox caught up with Stokes to talk about his experiences in the red, white, and blue jersey.
Admiring Carmelo Anthony when he was younger, Jarnell Stokes always dreamed of wearing the USA uniform, just like his idol.
You know, just being able to start for my country 2 years in a row, that meant a lot to me. You know, just remembering as a kid praying for this moment, and it's finally being here. And then on top of that, I have yet to lose a game in a USA jersey. That means a lot too.
Strength and athleticism are two of the key components head coach Billy Donovan wanted on his team, something to which Stokes dedicated his summer on improving.
It's always good to be in a situation where you have to bring your A game every day. Any little thing that you're lacking is exposed when you're playing against great talent. You know, I feel like I was stronger than any big man I was matching up against, so that helped me out a lot. I think you know, my speed mixed with my strength is rare in the college game, so I think that helped me out a lot.
Jarnell knows the critical components for Tennessee to get off to a fast start this season.
Guys will have to basically know their role. You know, myself, I didn't start rebounding till the second half of the season, which I fault myself a lot for that. You know, no one really knew how good Jordan could score the ball until the second half of the season. I think that shouldn't be a problem this year because everyone knows what they can do. I think you have a veteran group.
In just 3 games so far this season, Stokes has proven he's accepted his role. In the team's win over USC Upstate, Stokes grabbed a career-high 18 boards and added 17 points. He, as well as the rest of the Vols, are enjoying their chance to unveil the meaning of their tougher breed team.
It doesn't mean tattoos and, you know, thugs or anything. It's just guys who play hard and I guess mentally are tougher than their opponent. I think that's what you will see this year.
Be sure to come out and witness a tougher breed this season. For utsports.com, I'm Julia Cox.
Sierra Burdick has started her own dream team. Now, I'm not talking about the '92 U.S. Men's Olympics team, but a dream team that stands for more than just talented athletes. Take a look.
It stands for Daring to Role Model Excellence as an Athletic Mentor. This was something that I was a part of in high school, and it's a group of 12 student athletes who are committed to being drug, alcohol, tobacco, and violence-free while upholding a strong moral excellence outside of the playing environment. I thought it'd be a great idea to just bring it here to the university level. It's the first university dream team across the country, and I think that's huge. And I think just the positive influence and impact that we can have in this community and communities further than us is huge, and I'm excited for what we're going to do.
For Burdick, leading a team off the court brings her happiness, especially a team that stands for what she believes in.
I have a strong passion for this. Being drug, alcohol, and tobacco free, this is something near and dear to my heart. Alcohol has never touched my lips. Tobacco has never been put in my lip. I've never smoked it, none of that. And it's probably mostly because of the way I was raised and brought up. You know, I grew up going to AA meetings. It's been instilled in me. My mom has instilled it in me from day one, and she shared her hardships and her trials and her tribulations with me, and it's led me to live the life that I live.
There are 12 student athletes at Tennessee that make up the Dream Team, and they have already begun making an impact.
We're actually just set up a partnership with Emerald Youth, which is an inner city foundation, and we're going to work very tightly with them, just doing whatever they need us to do. And then we also plan on getting into the schools. We want to do bullying skits. That's such a huge problem that is many times just put on the back burner. So those are just a few of the things that we've got planned. We've got so much going on, though. I'm pumped.
Burdick recognizes that the message her Dream Team spreads may not be a popular one among her peers.
I'm not ignorant to the college lifestyle. You know, I realize people are gonna go out and party, have fun, drink, but I just want people to know that there's another option. You know, I've got Ellen Renfro, Dalton Saberhagen, Caroline Brown, all these great athletes, and so many more. There's 12 of us, and we have fun. We are a great bunch. And we have fun, you know, and you don't have to drink, you don't have to smoke, you don't have to do all that in order to have a good time. And I just want to show youth and our peers that there is another route, that you don't have to give into that peer pressure and start drinking.
Burdick credits her mother, Lisa, for always supporting her and maintaining a positive outlook on life.
She's all about, you know, letting her mess be her message, and she's 29 years sober now, which is such a huge accomplishment, and I always brag about her and just what she's done and what she's overcome, and so she's definitely proud of me. She's proud of what I'm doing. She's glad that I'm making an impact, not only in between the lines, but also outside the lines, and I think that's what she always stresses, you know, to be a great player, but an even better person.
This week's Hoops 101 lesson addresses the new NCAA foul rules. I'm going to send it over to Derek Reese to tell you what all the fuss is about.
Hi, I'm Derek Reese. I'm going to teach you about the new foul rules in college basketball that had everyone talking. The hand-checking rules are actually not new at all, but are being enforced more than they have in the past. The rules were addressed before this season, partly because the average score in Division I's men's basketball dropped to 67.5 points per game last season, the lowest since 1981 and 82. The logic behind the decision was that calling touch fouls and forcing teams to play less physical defense will make it far easier for the offense to score, with the assumption that people want to see more scoring. According to the NCAA, the following types of personal fouls should be called consistently: when a defensive player keeps a hand or forearm on an opponent, when a defensive player puts two hands on an opponent, when a defensive player continually jabs by extending his arm and placing a hand or forearm on the opponent, when a player uses an arm bar to impede the progress of an opponent. It's important to note that simply touching the player with the ball is not an automatic foul. For the new rule defining whether the call should be block or a charge, officials follow this guideline. When a player begins his upward motion to pass or shoot, the defender must be in legal guarding position. Thanks for joining me for Hoops 101. Back to you, Danny.
November 13th marked the early signing period for men's and women's basketball recruits. 7 high school seniors signed their national letter of intent to join the Tennessee basketball programs to continue their playing careers. Let's meet your newest Vols and Lady Vols. First up for the Lady Vols is Courtney Dunbar out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Dunbar was ranked 79th in the ESPNU Top 100 and is the 22nd ranked wing player in the class of 2014. She averaged over 14 points and 8 rebounds as a junior. This guard-forward combo has a tremendous three-point shot that she will bring with her to Knoxville. Next for the Lady Vols is Alexa Middleton. A 5'9" guard from Tennessee, Middleton is an energetic point guard that can do it all, from getting to the rim to knocking down shots. She was ranked number 28 on the ESPNU Top 100 and is the 4th ranked guard in 2014 class. Last up for the trio of new Lady Vols is Portland, Oregon native Jamie Nard. Nard is the top ranked wing player in the class of 2014. She's a 2-time 6A All-State player that has a beautiful jump shot and can nail the three. She averaged 23 points and just under 10 rebounds as a junior. Head coach Holly Warlick was impressed with Nard's ability and desire to play defense as well. First up on the men's side is Larry Austin Jr. from Springfield, Illinois. The 6'1" Austin is an Illinois native, like all 4 members of UT's full-time coaching staff. This talented guard has been a part of 4 different USA basketball squads and has 2 gold medals. As a high school junior in 2013, Austin earned a second-team Class 3A All-State status from the Associated Press. Austin is a quick guard with an ability to get to the rim and finish. Teams won't want to leave him open for mid-range jumpers because he will knock them down. Next up is Phil Kofer from Georgia. Kofer is a 6'8" forward with an unbelievable work ethic. He's an athletic and aggressive post player in the paint and can get out and run the floor. His father was a football player for Tennessee under Johnny Majors before being drafted in the NFL. The Vols coaching staff is excited about the competitive nature Kofer will bring to the team. 6'4" Jordan Cornish from New Orleans is the next basketball commit. Cornish is a strong, physical guard that can get to the rim and knock down the open 3. Cornish chose Tennessee over Oklahoma, VCU, and Purdue. Last but certainly not least is CJ Turman out of Madison, Georgia. The 6'8", 250-pound forward was described by ESPN as a beast. He is tough, physical, and athletic with a great anticipation for rebounds, leading to solid putbacks. He also has the ability to knock down the open 15-footer.
That's going to wrap it up for Inside the Paint. Best of luck to both teams this weekend. I'm Danny Kleppinger, and I'll see you next time.